This is the 77th year of the independence of India. I'd like to tell you today about the first of a trilogy we made for Doordarshan in the 80s. This one was called Spread the Light of Freedom. I was called in by the agency O&M and my good friend there, the creative director Suresh Mallick, who unfortunately is no more, to bounce off me a brief that he had got from some of his buddies in Delhi that let's make something which makes young Indians proud to be Indians. So we thought that, whenever a sports person excels, everything is forgotten. All differences amongst us Indians about our caste, creed, religion. So this, I think, hit upon a note with both of us. I thought that, this country is so vast, so beautiful, and so varied in its landscape. And if you look at it from Kerala to Kashmir, so why don't we pass a torch right across the country? And who better to pass it around than all the people we know who are iconic sports people? So, as a director, when I'm called in to do a project like this, if I know the message I have to give, then I think it'll all come together with Providence on my side very beautifully. I knew a lot of sports people that I had shot some commercials with. So we set about writing letters, making phone calls, sending faxes. So July 84, we're going to shoot. And then we're going to finish the film. It's released on August 15th. In that time, whoever is available and wherever they are available, we're going to shoot. One of the nice memories I have is when shooting PT Usha. That morning we landed in Chennai and I believe PT Usha and Shiny Wilson were practicing. I remembered IIT. IIT has beautiful grounds in Chennai. So we went there early in the morning to recce that location. And I noticed that there were some deer. I thought to myself, they're not going to give us retakes. If they see the camera up close, they're going to run away. So I discussed with our cameraman, R.M. Rao, the stalwart cameraman of all the ads we used to do those days. And I told him, let's get a very telephoto lens. Let's stand far away. I worked out the position where we'll start the runners, give them the torch away from the deer, and let them pass by the deer. They just do one take, run alongside with them, and we get them in slow motion running away. And there is that magical shot of PT Usha receiving the torch from Shiny Wilson and running with the long strides in slow motion alongside the deer. We went to Pataudi's house in Delhi to film him, and his daughter came along, and she insisted on running alongside him, Soha. And it's such a beautiful shot, it was just improvised again. I thought to myself that let's put children in this. We were already in Bangalore. From there, we decided to go to St. Lawrence School in Ooty, which was close by, and there we had the final sequence. So the date for release was approaching, and by the time we finished all the shoot, it was about the first week of August. We had to now get down to very, very urgent editing and very, very urgent recording. And who better to do the music than Louis Banks? And while he was recording, the last few strains of the national anthem somehow got cued into my head. And from one of his notes towards the end of the film, that started playing in my head, I told him, I said, from here you can easily blend into the national anthem. When we finished that, it was really rousing. That one touch made all the difference. We sent the film for approval and got some disappointing news from Doordarshan that you cannot distort the national anthem by using only a part of it. So we woke up Louis in the middle of the night and we said, look, this is urgent. Let's get down to it and do an alternate ending. Meanwhile, I believe they had shown it to the Prime Minister at that point, and he loved the national anthem. He said, go ahead and release this. The response was absolutely overwhelming. I mean, there was a truly emotional response to this, not an intellectual response. And that is something which I desired as a director, and I think I achieved.